This conversation didn't fall apart because of politics. It didn't fall apart because of race. It fell apart because these two men were speaking two different languages. They weren't seeing each other, not really, not hearing each other really, and it just went off the rails. Let's walk through how it happened.
Take the cheap flight on Frontier here. My people were kidnapped. My people were robbed. They what?
They were sold by Africans.
You say all the people were sold by Africans?
How you think what you think white people came over there and got us?
Yes.
No, they were sold.
So
they just capitalized off of it better than the Africans did.
Okay, so you're saying that all of the black people that were brought here were sold by Africans.
Correct.
So the white people they were just doing transactions over there.
Absolutely. It was capitalism. See, the thing about white people, you think that racism is inherently in them. Racism is inherently in all of us. Black people is some of the most racist people I've ever seen in my entire life. We don't even like each other.
So can I ask you a question?
No, hold on. Let's stay there.
Okay.
We don't even like each other. And so black people participate. Some of the first slavers in the United States of America was black people. That's the truth. So what I'm trying to understand is...
Was slavery in the United States before?
Slavery existed thousands of years before we got here.
Okay.
Slavery was on every single continent in this world. That's a fact. Now, the thing that's a problem with it is that, and this is the problem that I have. What you niggas want?
What do you mean when you say what you need?
What do y'all want?
Yo.
Like, because y'all complaining about it over and over again. And I'm trying to understand, what is it that y'all looking for? What is going to help y'all?
A whole thing.
Notice something. Nobody's getting too heated right now. You know what I'm saying? It's still a debate. They're kind of sort of cordial, but I don't think they really rock with each other like that. But, you know, let's keep going, because it's still a conversation. Two men having a conversation. Obviously, they disagree on some stuff.
It's made like that on purpose. The position,
it's the system. The system against us. I got it.
Okay, but the position you and your people are in.
Who is my people?
Black people. Do you claim black people?
I'm a Christian first. I claim.
Well, I think something's wrong with that. If you don't want to say you're a black man first, I think something wrong with that.
Black is a construct. They told you that you was black.
Okay, well,
that's
brown,
why you start believing it. No. We not brown. We not black. We not none of that shit.
Oh, well, what are we?
We not none. For me, I'm a believer in God. That's what I am.
Now we're not even talking about race. We're talking about identity. Anton's saying he don't identify with black people. He's not a part of Black America. He outside of Black America. He a Christian. It's an interesting take. I never knew this. So that means when he's talking about Black Americans, he's not even talking about himself, because he's not black. This is interesting. Let this all sink in. This is new, right? Maybe some of y'all watching Anton, y'all knew this. I didn't know this.
Excuse me, ma'am. You need a mic, ma'am. You can ask on the mic, goddamn it.
Anton, just a clarifying question. What about, are you comparing racism with prejudice? Do you think black people can truly be racist, or are we just prejudiced?
No, I think that there's a lot of people that hate white people, like straight up hate white people, and it's very unfortunate because they're not even the ones that's winning over here. We compare ourselves against a group of people that the majority of them is on food stamps and welfare. They would be a disappointment to their ancestors.
Right, but isn't true racism a system that controls access to, you know?
Well, that's the argument, right? The argument is
we can't make sure white people don't get access to certain schools and.
See, now this is what conversations usually die or survive, right? It's either you got to go get the paddles out, or you got to hit the exit sign. I don't know. I don't want to judge yet.
Have you said something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down, because you talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it. And that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian male's ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
Nah, homie, let me tell you something, homie.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you.
I don't suck.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
So fix
You doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't do that.
I tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats.
Let's
switch seats.
I'm with it.
Homie, I don't do no sucking shit. I'm a man. I don't do no shit.
I don't give a fuck about none of
I tell you, the last thing I want to do is get into it with you physically, but I have a switch.
I do too. When I'm a man, just like you.
I respect your switch. I respect your switch.
you too.
Okay, good. I'm glad, brother.
We good.
It ain't no fake shit right here.
Absolutely, I'm with it.
We straight. I respect your switch, brother. And I'm saying, like, a lot of people don't know the way I was brought up. You can't step to men like that. So I'm not checking you. I'm just trying to let you know
we good.
That when we talk to each other a certain way, like if is brought up, that's just like pissing on my shoes. So I'm saying, like, I could get back straight. I could get back straight. When I shook your hand, it wasn't phony.
Listen, I get into it with my homies. I get into it with my brothers. I don't have no sisters. I got three brothers, and we scrap it out. I scrap with my nephews. It is what it is. And then we shake hands and we keep it moving once we have a disagreement and we get it out of our system. So if we good, then we good.
That was crazy. That could have went off the rails big time. Another lawsuit, more drama. I saw the original Ari Spears and Zoe joint. This is bad. This is not good. They both, Corey made a statement. He made a statement back. It got crazy. I'm glad they got it under control. I got thoughts. You got thoughts? All right, let's keep going. Let's keep. I don't think they patched it up, though. They tried to patch it up real quick. I don't think it was enough time between that incident and this to really dap it up, like to move on. I don't think so.
That you can say what you want to say when you want to say it, and that people are supposed to respect the way that you move. But I don't think that you move the way that you're supposed to anyway.
I want this thing to be studied because here's the truth. Brother Anton is talking about everybody else but himself and white men. This is a fact.
I like this chat. Let me tell y'all why I like the chat.
Everything but himself and white men.
No, listen. I told you I want to come back and have a full conversation about it, or we can talk about it right now. I ain't got nothing better to do.
Study this episode.
Shout out to the
shit on Caucasian males.
Shout out to the chat.
Shit on
I'm not gonna shit on nobody.
Yeah, you shitted on black people. You shitted on motherfuckers.
I feel like I shitted on you. To your face. To your face.
Be careful shitting on me because I feel like you're talking shit again.
I'm not talking shit. I'm telling you.
Be careful.
I'm telling you.
You shitted on me to my face, but that shit will lead to some danger.
Will we please stop the
Trust me.
The tough talk? I got security, you got security.
Homie, I ain't got security. Them my people.
Cool. Them your security.
You gotta hire a motherfucker to be with you.
Absolutely. I'm always gonna hire somebody to be
You better.
100%.
How you be talking?
Corey, stop talking tough. Stop talking
Homie,
tough.
you
just said that
I'm not talking tough. I'm talking to you straight up.
Why are you so
You said you disrespected me in my face. And then you act like it was all good.
That I disrespected you to your face.
Okay, this is what actually happened. Their communication's all over the board, man. This is oil and water, all right? They ain't gonna mix. This does not work, right? They're a horrible mix. It was a bad idea. Initially, when I saw that Anton was coming on this show, I was disappointed in Corey because I'm like, why would you bring this guy on here? Now it seems he brought him on because he disagreed with him, not because he rocked with him. So, my bad. I thought it was the other way. It started off bad. The energy was funky. It was not a conversation that you get any value out of unless you just want to make some money. I think Corey gonna make a lot of money off this clip. In a way, I think that's what Anton was trying to do, using his formula that him and Charleston White use to do whatever for the content or die type of attitude. But Corey wasn't playing that game. He was being, I feel, real from his position. So that's the first thing. But even if you're saying these are the games that are being played, I mean, I cannot overlook the way Anton, he was playing the class game. Let me get this right. You from the D. What you said, he said he was from the D, from the streets. And he don't get down and he don't rock this way and all this. But he don't know nobody that went to jail, ever. He don't socialize with people that went to jail. Stop speaking on real shit in the streets. Stop talking about people from these parts of communities, of our black community, that are from that and are in that and have lived through that. So you totally don't relate to black Americans, who you already said you're not a part of. In fact, when he said that, to me, that null and voids all this conversation about black Americans, because he's not one. Why would this be any different than a white person talking about us? Anton just said he ain't black American. Why does he get to have any say, and why does he have any influence in black circles, black relationships, black business, black interactions? Why does he critique black people? Oh, he trying to help them people which he not a part of. What makes him different than all of the white supremacists or white nationalists? He's just like them. He just uses this to get in the door, but he don't really feel any connection to us at all. And also, I got to correct this. When that feel right, I have to correct this. He said a bald-faced lie, straight-up lie, and Darlene wasn't able to correct it, and neither was Corey. That's why he got away with it. Black Americans were not the first slave owners in the United States. How could you say such a big-ass whopper like that? That shows me he don't respect the audience. There were a few Africans who got their freedom. They were freedmen, or black Americans who were freedmen, and they had to purchase their loved ones, their siblings, their wives, their children, and get them out of slavery. Right? So that's what had to happen. And they had to play the game of slavery to get them out of slavery. That's totally different. They didn't do it for labor to make money. They did it to make their people free. That was the process. You had to buy their freedom. So that's a totally different thing. Also, when Africans sold Africans to white people, they had no idea and concept that those white people were going to have a totally different type of slavery that's different than any other type of slavery on the globe. And that's a slavery that you are enslaved forever, and all of your descendants are slaves. That's not typically how slavery worked in Africa or anywhere else. As Corey put it, he would not criticize white men. He says it on his hat. Why? He's chasing the bag. And who has the bag? White Americans. So he's chasing the bag, meaning he ain't trying to damage his opportunities with white Americans. So he ain't going to criticize white men. And that's when his voice went up several octaves. Talking about Anton, his voice was getting up there because he was being questioned in a way that offended him, and he didn't want to address those things. Corey, yeah, Anton touched the nerve, obviously. Everybody saw that when he struck back at Corey. And I think that was Anton's intention, to go in there and touch nerves, make Corey flip out. And then what did Anton do? He quickly, after the Corey Holcomb show, goes on another live stream to talk about what just happened. So, yeah, there you have it. My opinion of Anton is lower than it was before I saw this clip. Not better. It's sad that we had some black Americans who think this was the come up for Anton. I think it was a come down. And for the record, they're both over, I think Anton's about 50, Corey's like 55, something like that. It's pathetic, man, to be talking about you feel like you get into arguments and scraps with your family. At 50, you still fighting and fighting with friends and family, like knuckling up. Now, that's immature as hell, first of all. That's not something to be proud of. I don't want to ever have to argue with my people. I don't want to ever have to square up with my cousins or my brothers, right? We way past that point. We grown-ass men. And for him to admit and make it like, well, you know, it's okay to argue and fight. Now, that's when we was kids. We were adolescents. It's not okay to be a grandpa or on the verge of grandpa and pop and be scrapping with anybody for any reason. And for all his talking, there's a lot of holes in Anton's game. And Corey, I think Corey, I'm glad Corey called it out. And I'm glad the interview ended. Because it wasn't an interview. It wasn't a conversation. It was a train wreck. So look, we can all have different opinions about who made their point more solid, who was out of line, who went there, who violated. But one thing's not a debate is that factually, actually, in reality, in data, Anton was wrong about the slavery comments. He was wrong about the black people are the most racist people. This is garbage. Right? We did not invent white supremacy. That's a system, global system. And you'll find it in many countries. And at the end, black people put on the bottom because of the skin color. We did not create that. There's a lot of disingenuous talking points that only hear white nationalists say. Anton's repeating them. There were a couple times where Anton, he raised some important critiques, valid concerns. It's just too many factual errors for me to give it any doubt. Like, nah. It is what it is. All right, that's it. That's all I got. My name is Tim Black. Thanks for tuning in. I see you on the next one. Remember, stay dangerous. Wolfpack.